Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the board. That's what it does. You go back into the game, and it simply approaches the board. A bit like just opening the book again, except obviously if you had the book, by now you'd be trying to find which page you were on. You'd get it wrong several times, you'd probably see multiple endings and think, oh, I better not turn to page 73, bloody hell. None of that here, none of that here. Anyway, got some choices. Follow the path, or, follow the path. Oh, I've really screwed this up. There was food. There's food in one of these buildings. Won't let me have it. The path winds through fields, passing an orchard on one side. The trees are dying and bare of apples. You see, I just can't get the food. On the other side, across muddy fields, you see the colours and flags of the fair. Then the view is shrouded by tall fences on either side. There is just something about this game, isn't there? When one of the options is look at the fences. Oh, just keep walking. Just keep going. If there's something vitally important that I've missed because I didn't look at the fences, then I give up. You hurry onwards, aware that you stand in a tight spot. Up ahead you can see the path emerging, and beyond there seems to be a road. There seems to be? What if there isn't? What if it's a figment of my imagination? Anyway, we're going all the way up here. We're on a wide road that leads up a gentle slope towards a cliff edge, and a crossroads with the hut that you visited earlier. The hut. Is that the hut that wouldn't give me any food? You see, we can look at the cliff, or look down the road. Do I want to look at the cliff? Do I want to look down the road? Or do I just want to make a move? Let's just get on with it. Food. You return to the crossroads by the hut. You have been walking in circles, the day is growing long, and you're getting hungry. Yes, I am. Just let me go in the hut. It won't let me go. That's so cruel. I'm getting hungry, and it just will not, however pretty I draw this, allow me back in the hut with the food. Don't make me cast a spell. Fine. Maybe one of these places will have some food. Oh, we have a picture. You follow the road up a slight rise and then down into a hollow. At the very bottom is a Burger King. Oh, no, sorry, is a solitary thatched hut. Pizza Hut, with a curious wispy statue outside. I don't know what that is. Well, it's a curious wispy statue, obviously, but, Does it have any food? We could examine the statue, examine the hut. Let's examine the hut. It was thrown up in a hurry. Its walls are patched with mud and clay, and the door is made from torn-up fish crates. Oh, so it might have some fish. Why would I want to cast a spell? Why would I want to cast a spell? I'm not really sure. Let's examine the statue. Perhaps the hut's owner made the statue. It depicts a man of sorts, with long and spiny limbs, sharp-edged and cruel. Its hands are pressed together before its body. Two different versions of its there in the same context, as though in prayer to one of Kare's many gods. Around its neck hangs a locket of what looks like solid gold. Cast a spell to create food. We'll have a look at the locket then. The locket certainly looks valuable, but to be sure you'd have to go closer. Just do it then. You could approach the statue or the hut. No, I just want to look at the... Let's go in the hut. Oh! The first thing you notice is the smell like a butcher's shop. The second thing is something that you kick that rattles away across the floor, an arm bone. Shall I pick up the bone? It's human and there are teeth marks. Search the hut. There are a few piles of ragged clothing, presumably torn from the victims' bodies. This is getting a bit gross. Search the clothing, you never know. Oh, I've got some money. I was rather hoping that it might be some food, but do I want to search through the bones? You never know, there might be some more money. In one corner you find a number of knuckle bones that have been strung together into a morbid bracelet. I don't quite know why I'd want it, but I'll take it anyway. Do I want to call? It keeps encouraging me to call out. But the hut's empty. Okay. In that case, we will leave the hut. Bones with no meat on. Okay. I've only got the option to go outside, so I shall go outside. Something is different. But what? Oh no. Look at the street, look at the hut, look at the statue. Let's look at the hut. It's just as I left it. Let's look at the statue. It's facing me. Wasn't it facing away from the hut when I went inside? Draw my sword. I quite fancy a fight with a statue. It's a mantis man! Oh no. I will do well to avoid even a single blow, you say? In that case, let's just get in there and charge! I just charged and I only managed to reduce its stamina by 1? That's rubbish. Right, well, frankly, if I'm not going to manage to avoid it, I'm going to cut. Or get cut. Oh god. I think I might be in trouble. Hang on a minute. Items. Yes, items. Magical items. Blimberry juice. Good, okay. How do I get back to the fight? Oh, there. Do I want to rewind the story? No, not really. Oh, I've just managed to rewind instead of... Oh, that's stupid. I've just managed to rewind instead of... That was silly. Right, anyway. Fine. In this... I will use my knowledge. No, I won't. I won't cheat. Let's charge again. It's very bad, isn't it, when you cheat? It's not good. I shall defend. Oh dear. It's all going horribly wrong. Cut it. Let's see. 6 versus 0.6. Sideswipe. Oh no. Oh god. I'm gonna die. What do I do? What do I do? Let's defend. Oh no. Is there a sort of escape? Escape the thing? Oh, this is very, very bad, people. I am dying. Oh! I am dead! Oh no! I died! But it's letting me try again. Okay, well in that case, this time I will go in with a cut. Oh, that worked better. That worked better. Okay, I've learnt something. I shall go in with another cut. This is interesting this time. I'm just owning it. Cut again. I see this is easy now. Why did I not do this before? Ow. And it's dead. Well, there we go. Fine. Search the body. Has it got any food? No. The only thing of interest is the locket that you saw around its neck, which turns out to be a sun jewel. I have no idea what a sun jewel is. I feel a bit rough now. I feel like I've sort of cheated a bit. Never mind. Get away. Get away from here and you'll forget all about it. It's fine. The road leaves the fields, heading back between buildings once more. To the left, a short track leads away and you hear the distant sound of chanting. I'm still looking for a temple or a priest, or no, a priest, sorry, who will have some information about some knobs. Let's look down the track. A squat building at the end of the track sits in a patch of neatly tilled field. You make out a few figures in bright orange robes. They sound priesty. Stop telling me that. I don't want to know. How do I get rid of that? I don't want to know. Right. Anyway, priesty. Yeah, that's what I need, is priesty. The short track ends in a low building surrounded by figures in long robes. They are monks. Let's enter the monastery. Oh no! You are forbidden, he says. My apologies, but women are not allowed inside. Are you the priest? I am no priest, no man of the people. Perhaps you are thinking of the priest at the Shrine of Slang. Quite possibly. I often think of the priest at the Shrine of Slang. He is up on the cliff north of the well, but you are here now, and I should make you welcome, despite the fact you've just told me I can't come in because I'm a woman. Shall I play him at Swindlestones? A game I have contemplated for a long time within these walls, I'm fairly certain. Sir, you shouldn't be gambling if you're a monk. I think this is all a bit wrong, but never mind. Okay. I can see 2 2s, right? So, I'm going to say that there are 3 2s. Or even... That's 2 3s, Jenny. No, that's not right. That's 2 3s. I want 3 2s. There it is. Ah, so you seek the 4 spell lines to unlock the gate. I do. I so do. He thinks there are 3 4s, incidentally. I don't believe him. I'm going to call, because I have no 4s. There are 3 4s. The monk wins the round. I hate you. Oh, I had a 4. I didn't notice. This game sucks. Anyway. Sorry, I suck. If you are truly determined to find the spell lines for the gate, there is one other route that you could try. Is there indeed? 2 2s. The nobles are cruel as selfish men. At least Lord Shivner is dead and buried, but there are other forces with knowledge. I'm going to bid 3 2s. 3 2s. You could ask the priest at the Shrine of Slang. Slang is a cruel god and all-controlling one, but he knows much. I win. I win. I see, now I've got 2 1s. How about 2 1s? The shrine is just before the docks, down the middle lane from the well, but it is not open to strangers all evening, so you must reach it before nightfall. Okay. Do you think he's got a 1? He might have a 1. Let's say 3 1s. Please have a 1. Yes! Yes! I'm getting better at this now. Stupid gambling monk. I've got 2. I've got 2 2s. Bye, Effie. How about 1 2? How about 3 2s? I hope you're not swearing at me. Has he got a 2, do you think? Has he actually got a 2, or is he a big fat liar? No, he had a 2. Oh, brilliant. I'm getting better at this, but then my dice have been quite kind, really. A 4, sir. A 4. He's bid 2 1s. Nope. Call. I win. I don't even know what the stakes were, but I win. Do I have time to play again? No, I need to get somewhere by nightfall now. Thank you for the game, the monk replies. He presses a small pile of gambling chips into your hand. A gift from Effie, because quite honestly I think you need practice. How dare you? I have found 1 new clue and other clues have been updated. Awesome. I don't want to rewind though. Please stop telling me that I could rewind. How do I get rid of that? I don't want that there anymore. Oh, I don't know how to get rid of it. Like that. There we go. Right. Let's go to a domed building and hope that it's got some food. The road leads directly into one side of a large domed building. It is some kind of sprawling covered market. Go, 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 go. Into the market. Intriguing sounds drift from inside. Get in that market. Food! The market is a maze of alleys. Every inch of space is being used for trade, with shops, stalls and piles of goods set out on crates and barrels. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody's buying anything. Well, it's time for me to buck that trend. I can't see any food stalls. Carpets? Oh, I need food. You move on through the market, elbowing your way between shoppers and hawkers to stand below the enormous glass dome. And there's an exit. Oh, there's a far end, though. Let's go to the far end. Has anybody got any food? Oh, it's carpets. Oh, let's look at the carpets, then. Behind the man is a towering stack, 30 or 40 carpets high. Maybe it's a magic carpet. Each one is grey and so dusty they make you want to sneeze. A fight has broken out in one corner of the market, and it's quickly settled. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, this sucks. Let's go back. Oh. You return to the middle of the market below the dome. Looking to one side, you spot a small artist's studio. A sign above it says, "Find yourself in here." Never mind myself. What I want is food. Alright, I'm getting out of here because I need to stop faffing and start getting somewhere. Ooh! You turn around intending to leave the market when you realise that you have lost sight of the entrance in the crush of people and creatures. You wander for a few minutes from one carpet seller to the next, but you are quickly utterly lost. Really? I'll ask somebody for directions then. You stop a passing pair of serpent heads to ask for directions. Lost, are you? It's easy, just follow the decreasing prices. The lowest price goods are always on the outside of the market. Well, there you go. Let's follow the prices. You keep an eye on the price of the carpets as you pass by. As they fall from 40 gold pieces to 10, you feel confident you're on your way out. Yay! It's carpets! It's madness! Emerging blinking into the sunshine, you find yourself near a tall statue, beyond which is a wider plaza. At the foot of the statue is a drinking fountain. Oh, I'll have something to drink. Yay, my stamina's gone up! God for that. Is there any chance of drinking from that again? No. The plaza. The plaza feels like sort of pizzery, doesn't it? This is a paved clearing, perhaps intended for visitors to the market to tie up their horses. But if any have, then it would seem their horses have been stolen. All around the slum houses rise tall, squats piled on squats, emanating a thick and terrible smell. There are not many creatures about. The main road continues between the slums, heading up a low rise, and a side alley leads left. No! Make a move. Let's just stop looking at things. Into the slums. Oh, hang on a second. There's another option. Take the main road. Main road might have KFC. You make your way along the cliff-top road between grand houses that must belong to well-to-do types. I'm guessing it's knobs. You pass a tall, thin man in a long robe, some kind of monk. Greetings, monk. The monk beams at you and holds out his palms. I could give him a coin, but I could also take his hands. That reminds me of Lord Business going, what do you want me to do? What, cut off your hands? I'm going to take his hands. You must find the crown, he murmurs, for the sake of all Kakabad. Then quite suddenly he releases you and straightens up, folding his hands away into his robe. You can't help but notice that you feel strangely refreshed. I do. Look, I'm nearly all alive now. Thank you, Mr. Monk. Thank you. Now, have you got any idea, please, where the food is? Perhaps a nice little pond-side cafe or something. Should we have a look in the pond? Why not? You have to look at everything else. Oh, a fish! I could kill it and eat it. Despite its great age, it seems well tended and the water is surprisingly clear. A small scarlet fish darts out from behind a stone as you watch. Bubbles rise from its mouth, and as they break, you hear the breath of words. Something else glints from the bottom of the pond. Oh, I want to hear the words. Hear the words. Is it the menu? Today's menu is... Its mouth bubbles with a sound like... What does it mean? Maybe I could talk to it in blub language. Let's taste the water. Oh no! It's brackish and foul and you spit it out immediately and lose a stamina point. Damn it! Fine, in that case I shall look into the pond. It's a gold piece that someone must have thrown into the water for luck. I keep being given the option to cast a spell. I'm not really sure what sort of spell would be suitable. Protective force field, maybe? Makes creatures extremely clumsy? Perhaps I should create a protective force field around myself. Perhaps I should? Maybe there's something dubious going on. There might well be. Let's cast a spell. Epilepsy warning. Right, I want to foff it. Oh, I can't foff it. It won't let me foff. I have no Fs for foff. Well, that sucks. Fine, I won't then. I shall just take the gold piece. And I got it. Good, I've now got 32 gold and no food to spend it on. Uphill or along the cliff? That looks like a mansion of some sort. And this is just the rest of the town. I say just the rest of the town. Could contain anything, couldn't it? Let's go along here. You follow the road down a gentle slope. On the right, a cliff edge drops away with a view of the fields of Lower Kare. Evening has drawn in while you are in the market, and now the fields burn with scattered campfires. After a while, you reach a fork. I really hope the fork is in some food. It's not, is it? The road ahead is lined with coloured flags. In the elbow of the fork is a grand, well-kept building. It's this one here. Steam pumps from its roof. It's a bathhouse. Oh, let's go in the bathhouse. A swim is 4 gold pieces. Oh, let's do it. You hand over 4 gold pieces and the concierge gestures you to the centre of the bathhouse where a wide pool awaits. This sounds good to me. I'm thinking cocktails by the pool. Let's swim. Oh, yeah! Look how much better I feel now. Let's go steam. Oh. There's somebody else in the steam room. The temperature is almost unbearable. I'll say hello. Greetings, you call out through the smoke. But the other figure does not reply. I can't take the heat anymore. If I wait a bit longer, I reckon I'm just going to die, aren't I? But now I am fully alive. Good. I shall check my belongings over to make sure that nobody has nicked the food I don't have. But everything's fine. It's all fine. Good. Okay. We could return to the fair. Did the fair have any food? I can't remember. There was food here. I can't remember whether the fair had any food, but being the evening, I suppose it might have. Ooh. Why would I want to return to the fair, though? I suppose I could do. It's tempting me. It might have candy floss. You head down the road back towards the festival. It seems like the fair has been running all day, and what started out as a friendly celebration has become a violent drunken brawl. Gangs of men and women are falling over each other in the midway, fighting and shouting. Some of the tents have been torn down, and at least one is on fire. I can't help but think that I actually caused this. I shot a lightning bolt when I didn't need to in the fair, and I think it all went wrong from then on. Oh, it's all fun. You are quickly elbowing your way through the hordes of people, or jeering and shoving and waving half-drunk bottles of gritweed wine in your face. But one stall still seems to be running. The sign above its door reads, "Cabinet of Fortune, try your luck, a prize for all." Is the prize food? You go over to the tent and push back the flap. And this is what we find. I don't know what that is, blimey. You must know this, there are no losers. There are no losers. Oh. What do I do? It is a most simple game. You give me 2 gold pieces and my little pet will fetch something for you. Can the pet be bribed by 3 gold pieces to get me some food? Oh, go on then. I pay 2 gold pieces, and Hannah goes over to the cabinet and presses a small button on the side. It seems to operate a cantilevered spike which pokes the creature. It's selected something from the prize pool. This is quite exciting. My prize is fleas. Can you eat the fleas? He's giving me fleas. Do you know what? I could zap him. I could zap him good. I'm going to carry on into the fair proper. Again. Look at the tents. Somewhere up ahead is the midway. Well, that's true. Do I want to go back into the midway? This has been a bit of a fail, hasn't it? I thought that going back to the fair might actually do something good, but it hasn't. We've got a woman who wants to get drunk. I'm going to ignore her. And looking back, you can see her grabbing another woman by the arm, and for some reason proceeds to break her bottle over her head. From a nearby tent comes a deep roaring noise. Is it a bear? Oh, it might be, though. Kill the bear, eat the bear. A growling noise emerges from the tent. Undeterred, you look inside to see a portly dwarf asleep in a chair in one corner. At his feet, and snoring heavily, is a bear. The dwarf has a large bag of gold dangling from his belt. A big thing at the moment, haven't we, about the whole stealing stuff? Oh, let's take the bag. You reach over and very carefully pull loose the knot securing the pouch to the belt of the dwarf. It comes away, but then so does the dwarf himself. It's a costume. Take the money and run. You see, now I've got another 7 gold pieces through my theft. And still no food to spend it on. Oh. There's an attraction of some sort. I'll keep going. I've tripped on something fleshy and soft. It's a body. Are they dead? No, they're just drunk. I'm going to nick all their gold as well. Oh God, it's the guard. How much thievery can you get away with? Shall I say hello? Hello, I'm nicking everybody's stuff. I better hide, I think. It agrees with me, you see. Back into the fair! You hurry back into the hurly-burly of the fair once more. One of the guardsmen shouts, "Look, over there, she was robbing that man!" Oh, run for it, run for it! I got away! I've just turned into a common thief! And now I have to run all the way up the map. Up here. Look at me go. Oh, that's the furthest I've run in months. Right. We're back at the bathhouse, and now we can head uphill. I can't believe that I've just turned into a big thief. There's now a smell of rotting fish, which is no good because I need proper fish. I could just go left or I could go to the docks. Does the docks have a good fish and chip restaurant? That's the question. Let's go to the docks. Incidentally, I'm now a dolphin. I told you dolphins are evil, aren't they? Dolphins are evil. My spirit animal is now a dolphin. After I've been nicking everybody's gold. Let's have a look what's going on. It's a thriving marketplace during the day. With night approaching, it is a maze of booths and cloth. Oh, 2 inns, 2 inns, 2 inns, 2 inns, 2 inns, 2 inns, inns. We've got a choice of inns. In fact, I've got a big choice of all stuff to do here. We've got the meat and cleaver. We've got the shrine. We've got sleep in the market. Ooh. Sit by the river, the wayfarer's rest, sleep in an alley. Oh, which of these places does food? You'd think that the wayfarer's rest would do food. Sorry, I keep doing that. But also the meat and cleaver sounds a bit foody. That sounds like the sort of medieval equivalent of Burger King. Let's pop in there. Ooh, got a new map. Sit at a table, go over to the bar. Food. Greet the innkeeper, ask about trade, buy ale. Greet the innkeeper. What can I get for you? Food! Ask about food. We're out of food. Those lot ate everything. Musicians. They're always hungry but good for drinking. Damn it! I don't need a room. I've got loads of stamina. Oh! Fine. I'm going to have to go to the wayfarer's thingy then. No, it now won't let me go to the wayfarer's thingy. I've got to go back to the docks. There's the wayfarer's thingy. Right. It's a bit posh, isn't it? You get your own map if you've got a bar. Oh, this is more like it. It's a lively and bustling place. Is anybody eating? Greetings. What purpose in these here parts is buy food? Oh, hello! Hello! For 6 gold pieces. Go on then, yep. Pay for a meal. And the price of a room? I shall pay for a room as well. The fight that breaks out is short, sharp, and ends with the heel of an axe breaking a ruffian's nose. A great cheer goes up, and the innkeeper replaces the ale free of charge. Oh, this is good. This is a bit silly. Tell me the price of your ale. Oh no, I haven't bought any ale, have I? How much is your ale? Oh, I'll have some ale as well. When in Rome, drink my ale. No, I don't want another one, though. I need to head away from the bar. An angry dwarf in one corner suddenly leaps to his feet, shouting, "Enough talking, then! Let's show the council what we think of them now!" I might just nip up to my... Oh no, hang on a minute. I need to sit at a table, otherwise I won't get my food. Ooh, going all over the place now. Greet the company. You greet the sailor and the woman. "Yoi nay salty doig," the man remarks. What you say, Eka? What sort of accent is that supposed to be? One that I can't do. One of the serving boys comes over to the table with a large plate of unidentifiable steaming grub. And there's refills if I'm needing it. The thing is, I don't need it now. I need to be able to take it away from... I actually need provisions. I need packed lunches. Anyway, it's warm and deeply comforting and gently spiced, so that's good. And this bloke wants to play Swindersoins. Is that Swindlestones? I do, but not tonight. I don't want to keep having to play that game. I want to go to bed. You find a load of bread and cheese by accident. No, that's a shame. Oh well. Then it's time to sleep. You close your eyes and the noise from downstairs does not trouble you for long. Your dreams are cluttered and crazy! Face after face laughs as you ask about the spells. 4, says one. There are 11 spells. 13. 49. A monk with the hooded eyes of a bat throws dice the size of a boulder towards you. And somewhere, beneath your feet, you hear a man cackling with laughter, and the crown is on his head beyond your reach. Sounds like a fairly normal day, that. Anyway, I've managed to find somewhere to stay, so I'm not going to check that people are alive. I might just end up thieving from them again. You check they're alive, then you check that they've got any gold pieces, then you check that the guard isn't around. Yeah, I know that game. Let's take it to the bridge. The market traders begin to set up their stalls, fighting and threatening to each other to get the spots closest to the ships. A few sly types, probably pickpockets, begin to prowl the shadows between the stands. There are still areas of Lower Carré you've not explored, but you cannot afford to waste more time in these slums. I think that's a big hint. If the nobles are to be found, they will be on the other side of the river. And if they're not to be found... I've taken on the accent of the guy from last night. If they're not to be found, you must reach the gate and try to find another way through. Right. Buy breakfast. Bomber bread. Can I take it with me? No, I can't. Oh, I keep buying all this food that I now kind of don't need. A grizzled old man arrives and unlocks a small booth by the harbour bridge. What do you want? I want takeaway. Are you going to lower the bridge? It's not yet time. When is time? The tide's got to go down. It's going down! Just do it, you silly man. Shrub. More than my job's worth, the boss'll have me. Could bribe him. There we go. I shall help him out. Oh, he's now saying I'll bracket. I might do, though. Fine, I won't help you out, then. There we go. That bridge is blatantly not closed, is it? Blatantly not. Anyway, I have reached the other side. I've got far less money. I've eaten far too much food, and I still haven't got any to take with me. But it's fine. I need to find the nobles. Maybe they'll feed me. You never know. I shall drink from the fountain, despite the fact I don't need to, and then I shall move on. Do I want to go left, or do I want to go right? There's a nice little square down here. That might have a takeaway. Let's go right. You turn right, heading away from the city wall. A sign points towards Fireview Square. You pass large houses that have the aspect of official places of business. One is marked with the clawed fist of a moneylender. An elven woman is just leaving. She looks quite worn out already this early in the morning, does she indeed? You stop the woman with a gesture, and she looks up at you in some surprise. I'm going to say you seem distraught. "Oh, stranger," she moans, "you have no idea." Sorry, it's a bit posh around here, isn't it? I don't think I do posh. "Oh, stranger, you have no idea. I'll help you." I have absolutely no idea why I'd want to help you, but perhaps you can help me. Oh! Maybe you'll need a guide. I would love a guide. You could source me some food, but I'm heading for the north gate. She's buggered off, hasn't she? Incidentally, I seem to be heading south. Oh no, I'm going to have to stop every single person. Do I want to look at the man? Do I want to greet the man? Do I want to ignore the man? I've got to have something to do with the man. I'll greet the man. Ask him if he plays Swindlestones. What is this building? Is he asleep? Maybe he's dead. Maybe I'll just leave him. I don't see the point. Let's go to Fireview Square. That looks awesome. There we go. You follow the road between large houses until it enters a wide square. Odd-looking creatures mill about, going about their business. Several are clustered in a crowd around a monument of some kind. There is the monument. Wonder if it sells tea and cakes. Let's approach the monument. Oh! Somebody's just told me to be careful. I shall apologise. Clambering up the steps of the monument, you finally get to see inside, but it seems to be empty. There's just a circular rug that fills the floor space. The crowd murmur and whisper. I could throw a coin inside? Why would I want to do that? Step into it, ask somebody about it, or step away? I shall throw a coin inside. A moment later, your coin is nowhere to be seen. The crowd are clustered around the monument as though expecting the rug inside to move. I'm going to go in and retrieve my coin. Whatever these creatures are worried about, you are not afraid. You step through the monument, but just as your foot is about to touch the circular rug, there is nothing there, and then you are falling! Ooh! Ooh! You are floating slowly down through the air, turning over and over. You are in pitch blackness, you cannot see a thing! Then a spot of light appears. It grows wider and wider until finally you emerge to a fate that is nearly worse than death. Oh, for goodness sake. How do I always manage to find the sewers in these games? Seriously, if a game didn't have a sewer in it, somehow I'd still manage to find it. Oh. A splashing sound to your left draws your attention to a small opening in the wall next to your right ear. Or even right next to your ear. Something is coming. Duck to avoid it! You take a deep breath, swallow your pride, and duck down into the foul sludge. When you come up for air, the deluge has gone. I've lost a stamina point. And it's just asking me exactly the right question there. Where am I? Well, I'm in the sewers. I want to get out of here. Head from the light, head towards the light, hide. Towards the light seems like quite a good idea. You make your way up the tunnel towards the distant light. Whatever it is, it's moving quicker than you. Call out. Show yourselves. The walls are filled with a blood-curdling cry like molten iron filling a crucible. Is that the noise that molten iron filling a crucible makes? A blood-curdling cry? I don't know. I've never experienced that. I might have to go on YouTube. The feet begin to pound forward, approaching at speed. I'm going to stand my ground. Oh God, it's a score of goblins. Somehow I seem to have managed to find myself in Mournhold. You should not be here, the goblin declares. This is the domain of the Mad King and of us. Take me to the king. We will drag your corpse to his feet. Now I could cast a spell. Now I could cast a great big fireball-y spell. Yes, I could. Invisible wall. Fireball. Right, hot. Zap. Wall. Even dumb, possibly. Let's do it. What have I got the option of? Oh, epilepsy warning. What can I make? What can I make? I can make hot. Hot. You cast the spell, creating a fireball that you fling at the nearest goblin. It evaporates in a cloud of smoke. Damn it. I'll try another one then. How about dumb? D. U. Oh no! Dud! That's no use. Sorry, I'm going to have to go through that again. Beg your pardon. How about, is Zap available to me? I can see Z there, but I can't get at it. Oh, Z. No A. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What else? Foff. And wall. And law. Foff and wall and law. Look away, children. Oh. Foff and wall and law. Right, I got no L. Nowhere, no. Foff and wall and law. But I don't have any of the right letters. Oh, this is like being on Nightmare, but worse somehow. Can I zap? No, I can't zap. Oh, I can't do anything. I'm going to die at the hands of goblins. Right, here we go then. They don't have much stamina, do they? I'm going to go in, but I'm not going to go in too much, because I've learnt my lesson. You see, that was a good attack. That was a very good attack, Jenny. I could do that again. Or I could muck up. Cut it. Yeah! Dead goblin. The goblin leader frowns. He is starting to get angry. Well, I'm going to attack again. As you've not learnt your lesson, I'm going to cut you. And then I'm going to cut you again. And then I'm going to defend, so that I can cut you again, but a bit more. And then I'm going to finish you off with a sideswipe. Yes! Hey, I'm getting quite good at this fighting business. He instructs one more of the soldiers to draw its sword. Let's do it. I'm feeling confident. I'm just going to charge. And then I'm going to cut. Oh, goblins are easy. And then I'm going to sideswipe. And you are so dead. You're more than dead. What do you reckon now, goblin leader? He waves his army on, and they march off into the tunnel. I'll just let them go. I'm not going to jeer at them. Because they might all suddenly turn on me, and that would be a very long fight, and I would die. Anyway. At the rear are two goblin generals. How many more soldiers does the Mad King want? The first asks the second as they pass your position. Thousands! Thousands of goblins! And that was a clue. Excellent. Well, I have the option to follow the goblins, and as I don't seem to have any other option, I shall follow the goblins. Maybe they'll have some extra bread and cheese for me. You trail along behind the goblins like a shadow. The Backlands tribes are ready, the first goblin general hisses. The second goblin makes a chittering noise, something close to a laugh. Ready to run through this city like a river of molten steel at a word from the king. A few words, the first goblin replies, but I have learnt a few myself. Ear, one hisses, stopping suddenly and cocking an ear. What was that? It wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. I could freeze, or I could keep up. I'm going to freeze. And now I'm going to catch up with them. Wow, okay. The next landmark is a corner. Something glints from the side of the sewer. It's a vial of a potion. I shall sniff it. Oh, it's a healing potion. Yes, have it now, have it now. Yay! Oh, so I'm quite good at fighting and finding healing potions. Not so good at leading a normal life. Okay. I wonder if I'm doing normal life wrong as well. I am back in earshot of the goblins. You know one of the lines? One goblin is quizzing the other. Yes! Yes! You only hear the second half of what he says, and Forger's pride. That's got to be a bit of a clue, hasn't it? I've got, like, half a line. I only need 7.5 more lines. No, 3.5 more lines. Although it depends who you believe. Peering through, you see a huge chamber like an underground cathedral. Water pours in through narrow channels and openings in the high walls, and several wooden ladders disappear upwards, but your eyes are taken by the centre of the room. It is filled with goblins, like a ship's hold filled with rats. They swarm around one another, clashing swords and baring teeth. In the middle of them all, on an improvised throne, sits a man hunched low. He wears a metal circlet on his head. Is it a crown? You slip into the hall. It is warm with the fetid breath of 1,000 creatures who drink and laugh and clash swords down in the muck. On his throne their king appears to be sleeping, or else they have killed him by accident. But he is a man, not a goblin. How does he control this rabble? I don't know. Let's look at the man. The man is thin, as if he's not eaten in months, and pale, as if he has been in the dark just as long. The king coughs suddenly, and the effect is bizarre. At the noise, every goblin in the great chamber freezes and looks up. What's this circlet thing? Does it allow you to control goblins? Because I want it. I'm going to make a move for it. I have found a clue. Right, I could go back to the sewers, or I could creep to a ladder. I don't fancy going back to the sewers. Sticking to the shadows, you begin to creep around the perimeter of the hall, aiming for one of the long ladders that disappear up into the darkness. You get about halfway before the goblins nearly turn, pushing at each other, and you are forced to freeze. The king fingers the circlet on his head, as scared it will slip. "My creatures," he whispers, "this time is almost upon us. As the night draws in, we will rise up and open the gates. We will rub this filthy city clean." He's broken off into a fit of coughing. Oh dear. Perhaps I should just wait and listen. Maybe it's clues. "The long journey is nearly over," declares the king, raving with madness. "The process I begin, or even began, when I blinded Lord Theatre and left him a beggar. Finally the council will be destroyed and the city will be cleansed. I'm going to keep waiting and listening." A goblin close by your elbow murmurs, "How much longer do we have to listen to this?" "Just a little bit longer." "I will open the gates for you tonight," he cries, "and we will make this city pure." The king raises a cheer, and the goblins as one cheer back, throwing their swords up in the air. 1,000 blades flash, and the confusion when they land is extreme, every goblin cowering for cover, and then squabbling to retrieve their blade. Brilliant. 1,000 goblins manage to stab themselves. Do I want to wait and listen? Just a little bit more? They're still in a mess with their swords. Maybe I should just make a move. Get out while they're still dealing with their swords. Right, to the ladder. To the ladder! Although they may see me when I go up the ladder, but I don't care. They're too busy with their swords. The king calls again for silence. And you realise with a heavy heart that you have missed the best opportunity you will get to escape. Damn it! Let's wait around a bit again then. Time to go! It says go! In italics. Go, 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 go! Oh, I've got to go back to the sewer. I just waited and listened a little bit too long there, didn't I? Ah, I need to go, I need to go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Get away from the goblins. Uh-oh. Around you, a group of goblins are attacking each other with picks and swords. One is thrown backwards, landing on top of you. Another brings back down a blade. The goblin rolls to one side, and the blade hits you inside. That's one of those things. This is one of those moments, isn't it? Where it tells you to roll the dice. But in this game, we ain't going to be rolling no dice. We're just going to be saying, "What's my fate?" You have been killed in a goblin skirmish. Your adventure is at an end. Oh dear. Well, that's great, isn't it? Can I pray to the dolphin? pray to the dolphin for being brought back to life? No. You see, the dolphin, the evil dolphin, increased my stamina when I was already dead. Well, I personally think that's entirely apt that I died with no food, down a sewer, being accidentally stabbed by a goblin. That says it all, really, doesn't it? Oh dear, well, that was a bit of a mess, and I got it all wrong. And at this point, as a child, I'd have put the book down and gone, damn it, I'm going to have to find another copy of the sheet now, or I'd have started rubbing stuff out on it because I didn't have another one. And I'd be very disappointed and I'd probably go off and get some lunch. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I hope you enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed that quite a lot. It's a lot of reading, a lot of messing about, and I do kind of miss the dice rolls. There would have been a certain amount of excitement if it had been a case of roll a dice and find out your fate, but it isn't, because this is all automated now, because this is the 21st century, and not like 1990. So yes. Wonderful. Well, in Sorcery I couldn't even cast any spells because I was equally useless at that. So, there might be another episode. There might not. I suppose it depends whether you want one, and if you do want one, then you can leave a little comment in the comments, and until a few of you have had a chance to do that, I shall hold my judgment. But thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will be back with another random video of some description that doesn't involve too much action very soon.
Gameplay Jenny.